Today we are going to recreate this plot with Touchdesigner. It shows the EU deportation numbers from European countries to other countries from 2006 to 2022. We need to download some data. You can find everything in my repo and I will share the link. Here we need to download these two CSV files. So just click on and download. Then let's go to the next one and download. And those represents like the number of deportations from the origin country to the destination country, while the previous one is just the coordinates of each country. Then we go down and you need to download the mesh of the countries, like to reproduce this. So just click here and the download will start automatically. Now let's create a new folder and call it as you wish. And then inside the folder, we will put the files we have just downloaded. So it's these three for me. And we need to unzip these geo boundaries. So we have it here now. Can delete this one. Now we'll start a new Touchdesigner project. Like I already have it open, and we can save it in the same folder, which is for me desktop. I will go to desktop, and then for me it's this one, and I will save it. And now we can start. Let's start creating the countries. So we'll create a folder dot, and can change the folders here and grab these geo boundaries. So now we have for each country the path. And let's add null. And now I will create a geometry. And inside, I will go inside, delete the stores and create a file in. So now we want to grab the path from our folder here, this null. So we can go inside here and in geometry file, we can write op double dot slash, which means parent folder, and null1, and we can close. And then we want to grab here, we want to grab for this the first line and the path column. So we can go square bracket. We can use parent dot parentheses dot digits, and the parent is geo1, so this means 1. And then the name of the column, which is path. Oops. Have a little typo here. It's square bracket at the end, like this. So now it's grabbing this country. Now we go up, create a replicator, replicator comp, and in master operator we grab the geo1 and drag it here, and there's operator prefix. Actually, we can call it country 1. Yes. So here in operator prefix we use country, and then we have to specify how many of these to recreate. We can use this null1 table, and I'll put it here. And I will also make it more clean using layout vertical, like this. Now we can go inside one and check it's working. Now to take a look at this, first we need to go inside country 1 and switch on this render and display. And then I will create a camera and an ambient light. And we'll move the camera view to orthographic. and then create a render top. Then let's create a constant mat and grab it, drag it to the country one as material. And now to make it faster to recreate all these operators, I will create a keyboard shop. And you can click on the plus here and drag this K1 into this replicator and recreate all operators. So like this. So now if you click one, it will recreate everything. And now we have our countries. And one more thing, we can go to the replicator here. And in the maximum operators, switch it to off. So we don't have a maximum of 100. So we now have the whole world. Let's create also the boundaries. So I will create another replicator. And I will copy paste this country one here and call it boundary 1. And let's grab this boundary 1 to the replicator 2 in master operator. And also operator prefix will be boundary. And also let's grab again null 1 here into the template dot. Layout to vertical and layout origin X to 250 as you wish. Okay, and now let's create a line mat here, put it on color in line to black, and grab this line to replicate, to the boundary 1 geometry in material. Okay. Again, in replicator 2, let's grab this keyboard to recreate all operators. So you can click one and also modify this in line 1. Go to setup. Let's bring everything to 1. And then if we click 1 and recreate all these operators, we will see the boundaries. So you can take a look. Again, in replicator 2, let's switch off the maximum operators and click 1. Now we'll add null, and I will open the viewer here. Okay, so we have the word. Okay, I will make it smaller, and now we can add the other data. So let's add 2 dot tables, 1 and 2. And in the first one, let's grab the CSV file deportation CSV, and in the second one, the coordinates, countries coordinates. And now we want to use this data to create like arrows, lines that go from the countries that deported people to the destination. I will add a geo, and inside let's delete this torus and create a line SOP. So now we want this line to go, let's say, from Italy to Albania, let's say. And to make it a bit simpler, I will create parameters here in the geo and then refer to them inside the geometry in the line directly. To do that, let's create customized parameters. So let's right click into geo1 and go to customize component. Now let's create the origin country parameter, which is a string here, and then destination country as a string again. And then we will use them to create like the values. And then let's add the coordinates. So I will add origin coords. So that's the coordinates of the origin country, which will be XY. And then, as you can imagine, destination coords. xy. Now if you go click P on gear 1 here, go to custom page, you can find all the new parameters. And let me also make them more clean. So we'll start with origin country and destination country, and like this. Okay. Okay, let's start populating the parameters. Let's start with origin country. We can grab the table 1 and drag it here. And here we want to grab the first 2 countries. So the origin country will be Germany and destination Albania. So to origin country, you can do this. You can use me.digits, which should be 1. And so that's row 1. And for the column, we can use origin code. So, oops, orig underscore code, like this. So we can copy paste this here in the destination country. And instead of orig code, we can use this code, the letters. So now we have the 2 countries. And now we want to grab like the starting coordinates and the ending coordinates for both countries. Now to add the coordinates, we can do pretty much the same we did here using table 2. So let's grab table 2 here. And then we want to grab, for the row, we want to use the country, like the origin country. So we can use square bracket me dot par, and then we can use this parameter, which is called like origin country. And be careful also with the capital letter, origin country. And for the y, can use, sorry, for the column, can use long, like this. So now the country is Germany, and x will be 5. You can copy paste this here and use lat here. And then we can copy paste these 2 again in the destination coords. And here we can modify this origin to destination, which is this one. Oops. Okay, so now we have the coordinates and we can plot them. Now let's add the coordinates to the line. We can go inside the gear 1, and in point A, we have to fill point A and point B. Here in point A, I will write parentheses dot par dot. Then we have to write the name of the parameter we created. So we can go up and take a look. It is this one, origin chord x. So we can write origin chords x. Then we can copy paste these in PAY, and instead of x, we replace with y. Now we do the same for point B. We can take a look at the name of the parameter. So here's this. There is a typo here, so we have to write this destination. Actually, I will fix it. So I go to customize component, and here I will fix the name destination. Okay. Now we'll go inside and we can copy paste this here. And instead of origin, we can write destination and copy paste in PBY. And instead of x, we write y. So now we have our line and we can go up. And now let's add a line math. The line will allow us to control the size of this line. So we'll color it whatever, like green and add it to the geo as material. Now we can take a look, and now we want to replicate it as we did with the countries. Okay, make it smaller again. Create a replicator. And in master operator, we put geo1 and prefix will be geo. And as a template that we need to do like as many rows we have here. So for each row, we will have a line that represents the connection between the countries. So we can grab this table one, put it here in template dot, and I will also put vertical and add like 1000. Let's try to the layout origin. Okay. So now we can recreate all here, and we have all the lines. And we can open the viewer again in the null2. So we have all the lines. And in line 2, we can modify the width near to, let's say, 2. To finish, we can modify the size of the line depending on how many deportations there were. To do this, we can go to Geo1 and add another parameter. So let's right click and customize component. I will add just n, like number. It will be an integer. So we'll add the parameter here. And as parameter, I will add, can again use the table one, and we want this number. So we can drag it here. And then as usual, me.digits. Then the name of the column, which is n returnees. So we can open here, copy, and paste it here. And replicator 3, recreate all, click here. So now we have this value. And now we want to use this value to adapt the value of the line. So we have to copy paste this line and go inside Geo, and I will paste it here. And we can go up again, and in the Geo one into render, we want to use this line that we created inside. So for each geometry, we have a different line. So we can do dot slash, which means goes inside. So we can recreate all of them. And now we can go inside Geo 1 and work a bit on this size. So what we want to do now is to remap the values you have in this table, in this column, to something smaller that will be applied in to the line width. So we want to grab the biggest and the smallest. Let's say that the smallest is also 0, because you have 1, it's fine. The biggest is this 10,000. So we can go inside our view 1, create a constant, and the value will be here, parent par n. Now we add a math, and we want to remap it from we go to range from 0, actually 1 to 10,000. I don't remember how much it was. It was 10 H24, so we can go inside 10 H24 to, let's say, 0.5 to 2.5. And we can add a null. And we can grab this null and assign it to width near, like this. And now if I go up, I can recreate all of them again. And now I can open this, and here we go. So we can add a background. So after the render one, I will add a constant, and here a composite. In the constant 2, in the common, let's use the resolution 1080 720, so it's the same. And in the composite, I will add over. And the constant, we now can choose the color as you wish. I will use this like ocean blue, so we have like the sea in the background. So there is a little mistake here. We can fix it going to gear 1. In destination coordinates y, you have to replace this with, if you haven't done, with destination, country, and lat. Then we can recreate all operators, and now it's fixed. Also, since we are like focusing on Europe, we can adjust the camera. So we go to the camera, and in view, can go a bit closer, and then adjust the X and Y. That's also based on your preference. And I will focus on Central Europe like this. And one last thing, I will add a title. So I can create a rectangle, top, and text. The rectangle will be 1 in X size and 0.1 in Y. And also, let's move it to 1280 720. Actually, we'll do 0.05. Let's try. Same in the text. Let's move it to 1280 720 in the resolution. And in text, I will write EU deportation. And actually, if you want to go to the next line, like below, we can do this. Use quotation mark and /n, and then choose 2006 and 2022. So now it's in the second line. And then we can choose the size. Actually, this is fine. We can make it black and add these two with the composite. And we'll add over, and this one will stay above. Let's take a look at the general size. So we'll add the composite here, and this composite one will go here, and then this goes here. And then I will add again over. So we can move both of these, actually just this. After this composite, we can add a transform and move it up like this. Okay, so we can increase slightly the size of this rectangle, and also will add a border, and I will make the title a bit smaller. Okay. Okay, this is it. That was a very like easy and quick tutorial to show you how to like use the main technique, and then from here we can start and take care of the aesthetics.